We should be good to go, and if we are good to go, it's coming to a very good night. I want to go over the market with you guys, more of journaling with myself, and hopefully you guys find value in the exact same talking point that I'm seeing price. And if you're seeing the same thing, say hoorah. And if you see something different, please share, because possibly what if you teach me something that I have personally might have missed. Now, for me, we're going to start off ES. ES is usually the, how would you say, the quick mover, but also easy to read, especially on Monday and Tuesday price reading. Usually I don't trade on Monday to Tuesday unless Monday quickly, and I mean quickly, draws to the higher time frame previous week PD array. Now, I wasn't expecting Monday to take these highs just yet, but I'm kind of happy that it did. Why? Because as you see from Friday's high at 10 a.m., we have a lack of displacement above and a closing price underneath. We couldn't close above that. So where is my next area of defense? Next area of defense is taking, honestly, we don't even have to draw that line out. My area of defense is that 50% mark of this wick here to see price go lower. Now, overall, I do want to see price go higher overall, but since Monday quickly took buy side liquidity, that lets me know we're going to see lower pricing this upcoming 2 days, and possibly for the rest of the week straight consolidation on ES. And I could be dramatically wrong. And as you see these notations, those are my price action predictions coming up past here. As you see target here on the right, let me go full screen here. Those are price action deliveries that I'm actually looking for. Am I actually going to get that? I honestly don't know, but that is exactly what I'm reaching for. A quick spike above price action here, and then lower pricing. We might just get this at previous week's high, as you see Monday with the lack of displacement. So technically we do have it. It just looks different from here to here. Can we get lower pricing here? Why do I say that? Because of the lack of a displacement above this high. The only thing that's not super clear is the fact that there isn't a fair value gap, but we do have a very clear point order block. But since this wick is so long, it lets me know we're going to see more consolidation than strict price movement. And knowing that price moves off of expansion to consolidation, we have expansion here. So your areas of exterior liquidity are these lows here. So the same point of view or the same price action that I showed earlier here, you would want to see that here, as in I just demonstrated. So off of this bearish order block, can we see lower pricing? I think so. But one thing we have to identify, does NASDAQ say the same thing? So we're going to go to the dual screen. And then full screen. And we're going to take this back to the 1 hour. And then we're going to see what are the similarities to this price action. That's one thing I don't have on this this chart on ES. I don't have the new week opening gaps indicator, but it's alright. I don't 100% use a new day opening gaps, more new week opening gaps as shown here on NAS. Anyway, back to predicting. Let's bring this over some. Okay, even more perfect. We have also lack of displacement above Friday's high, also at 10 a.m. similarly to ES. So same thing. You're gonna highlight external liquidity. So above Friday's high. I want to see something like this. And at Friday's low, I want to see something like this. Why? Because in these areas, you're going to see the strongest swing points or the strongest consolidation ranges. So this is technically my dealing range. Same thing here on ES. This is my new dealing range. Why? Because this is a brand new high, right? And this is a brand new low. We already took the high. Can we now get the low? And as you see, price might be more flat on ES. And they both have fair value gaps going away from Monday's price action. See, but one thing that I do see here that is similar is that they both created sell side liquidity. In my mind, I want to see price go higher. So technically, I really want to see Monday's low being taken. And the lack of displacement going above Friday's high, we have to see. But honestly, I would need for us to, for me to feel more comfortable, I would need to see this range broken. See if I can get that more clearly here. No, this guy here. I want to see this range broken. We also have lack of displacement going out of this range. Same thing here. We have no push lower. So for NAS and ES, I don't see anything too significant. I do want to see lower pricing, taking Monday's low. So that's what I'll be looking at going forward towards tomorrow, is can we collect London's high, seeking Monday's low? And yes, you heard me correct. Seeking London's high, heading towards Monday's low. Okay, let's go ahead and switch this up to Forex. There goes GBP. And there goes AUD. Perfect. Now this actually looks like higher pricing. See if we can get a clearer price here. Now on AUD, it actually looks like price wants to go higher. But where can price go higher is quote unquote the tricky part. How far much higher? I'm gonna go take this to 4 hour to see what's really going on. How far can price go? Let's see. We do have a very strong play off of this order block. This buy side imbalance, true displacement. We kind of, how to say, Persian reverted against the sell side liquidity, still holding above this order block here. On lower time frames, there's a fair value gap or another order block in this area here, reaching for a higher pricing. But my thing is, there's a gap here. Is there a gap here on GBP as well? I have to check that out. And on GBP, you see we wick lower inside of this buy side imbalance, but we don't really have a gap here. Kind of like how, oh wait, yeah, I'm still on the 4 hour. Kind of like how AUD has a gap on the 14th. The 14th here. We don't really have a gap. We have a lot of noise, a lot of wicks. Here we have solid candles, but let's take this to the hourly. My bad. Didn't mean to hit the mic. This area was that area that I said there was a gap at. On 1 hour, you really can't see it. But on the 1 hour on the 14th, there is a fair value gap. See how that can be tricky? And we already swung right up in there. And we kind of closed right at it. Well, we closed right at it, if that makes sense. It had issues going higher. So, are we seeking buy side liquidity now? That's a possibility. I don't have 100% where price is going to go on this one, because I would love a deeper pullback, but by the way price is looking, I'm not 100% sure. And also, price does not have to always get to the mean threshold. Remember that as fact. It just has to seek sell side liquidity inside our previous week's range. And also, if you take the mean threshold of this wick here from Thursday, and you see we play here perfectly. We purge just the mean threshold of that wick, and also closing inside of the order block, not past or underneath at all, which is damn near perfect on GBP. Let me take this off here, it's gonna be noisy. Let's see where price will take us. Now, let's go back. Let's look at the dollar. What is dollar truly giving us? Dollar's consolidating a bit. So this is the type of price action that I'm looking for. It doesn't have to come to the mean threshold. It just have to give the program at a higher time frame PD array. You see that we wick right into this sell side imbalance. Oops, too big. This sell side imbalance for lower pricing. That's not so pretty. I'm gonna do it on the side. We have, Jesus, look at this. Picasso. I get carried away sometimes. Why isn't this working? There. This is what I'm looking for in this area. Lower pricing. Jesus, that was so messy. My target is here. This acted as support. Now it's been taken. My overall point of view, something like this for dollar. That's what I will let. And that's my market overwatch. Jesus, that's my market overwatch right there.